Dennis with TEXA EDU. We're here to do an all-system scan on a 2023 Ford F-150. Let's get started. Today we're going to be using our Nano S2. Turn the ignition on. And we're going to start scanning. We've identified the VIN number. We're going to do a global scan. Carry out a complete vehicle scan. Confirm. Currently, the device is scanning all modules on the vehicle. In just a moment, it'll bring up a report. And we have a complete report. In this case here, we have two codes at the top and all of the modules that it has scanned and the ones that it did not find on the vehicle. From here, we can start our diagnosis further into the codes that are on the vehicle, or we can go in and do a specific function. Now that we've scanned this, we have a complete topology of the CAN bus on this vehicle. Red indicates modules that did not scan. Green shows modules that are scanned with no faults. Yellow indicates ones that have faults. Now that we have a complete scan, we're ready to start the diagnosis on the vehicle. We're going to begin a calibration on the forward-facing camera on this 2023 Ford F-150. We'll go down here to multifunction camera video, image processing module A. We're going to click on that. All right, confirm. So at this point, we're going to go into settings, lane departure warning system camera calibration. And it's going to give us our instructions. Follow along here. This is done after a camera replacement, a windshield replacement, the control unit. The tires have been mounted with a different size than the original ones, and the ride height has or hasn't been changed. You must code the camera if you've installed the new camera. A lot of guys overlook that. Okay. And we have to measure the wheel height of this one, and we've already measured it and it matches the factory height. It also told us that we have to have it full of fuel. So we've also verified that the fuel tank is full on this one. Also tells us we have to have the engine off. So at this time, we're going to shut the engine off, turn the ignition back on only. Going to hit confirm. We verified that height at 996 millimeters. Okay, so it's to start the vehicle. Press confirm. It's going to erase the old calibration, should give us a warning message on the dash, and we're free to start the calibration. Calibration mode has been activated. We'll need to drive this approximately 40 miles an hour without changing lanes, excessive steering angle changes, or sudden changes in vehicle speed. So no need to drive it a whole lot faster than that, but you shouldn't be driving it much slower than that. Okay. Don't turn off the engine until the calibration is complete. Press confirm to monitor the calibration data. At this point, we're going to see a percentage over here on the right-hand side. We're going to follow that percentage as it counts up to 100. Okay? As you can see, it's calibrating. 30% already. 50. 80%. 100%. Calibration done correctly. Please confirm. We're going to save this screenshot for our insurance report. I'm going to turn the vehicle around safely here. Go ahead and hit confirm. Procedure completed successfully. Confirm once again. Now that we've completed this, we'll take it, test drive it, and make sure the lane departure system works properly before we return it to the consumer. Remember, when you're doing these calibrations, it's always better to use two people so that you can focus on driving the vehicle while the other person focuses on operating the scan tool. Wear your safety belt for safety, please. We're going to do an all system scan again. Make sure we haven't set any codes that may be relevant to the calibration or something we worked on. All right, we have no new codes. The two codes that were there are the ones that were there when we started. And we have our final report showing our scan prior, our calibration. Everything's good to go. Thank you for your time today, and welcome to TEXA USA.